What's going on, YouTube? Bad influence out here. Today, I want to make a video talking about the 5 things that I hate about my Jeep. So I know y'all are thinking, oh my God, how could he hate such a Jeep? Be honest, I don't hate it. There's just small things about it that I don't like. And any of you that own a Jeep will understand these a little bit. So to start the list off, we'll talk about the power. The 3.6 liter that comes in these, it's not the greatest of motors. It doesn't have a lot of power. It tends to start messing up a lot when you get a little bit up there in the miles. And it's all around a horrible engine design. The heads on it are weak, the cams, lifters, all that stuff. So that's going to be my number one big issue that I hate about my Jeep. The 3.6 liter engine is just weak and trash. So down the road, whenever I have the ability and everything, it will be swapped out to, I'm thinking probably LS. I know what y'all are thinking, like, oh my God, another LS swap, but who cares? It's my vehicle. I like the LS engine, so I do what I like. Going on to the second thing that I hate about this Jeep. And it could just be due to the parts themselves, but the tie rod ends for my 1-ton steering, the linkage that I have, the tie rod ends for these, I seem to go through them quite often. I got my geometry all set up right and everything. I keep them greased up decently, and it's honestly not even the joints themselves that start giving out. It's honestly the boot on them. They seem to tear super easy. I've tried using different brands for the tie rod ends to see if they're any better, and so far nothing has really held up at all. So that's one of the things that I really get annoyed by with this thing, is that I seem to be replacing those quite often. I would say it's gone about every five, maybe 6 months so far. I've had to swap those out and put different ones on there. That way the grease will stay in them, because the boot tears and the grease will start coming out eventually. So that's going to be my number 2 thing, is the tie rod ends for my steering. Number 3 on why I hate this thing: gas mileage. Again, Jeep owners will understand, and let's be honest, we really don't buy them for good gas mileage, but it would be nice to have just a little bit better. I understand. Some of y'all know I'm on 40s, 488 gears. It's a heavy bitch. So yeah, gas mileage is going to be affected by that. I try to do everything I can just to help it a little bit. You know, I don't get on it too much unless I'm actually off-roading, but overall, the quick and simple answer for number 3 is going to be the gas mileage. Again, that might get a little bit better, it might get worse after I get rid of that 3.6 liter that's in it, but who knows? I care, but I don't care. It's more so the gas prices, I guess, that I would say I hate the most. And all y'all out there understand gas prices are just garbage right now. So if those went down, it wouldn't be as bad. But when I'm having to fill up twice a week for the most part because of the driving I have to do, the miles per gallon would definitely be nicer if this engine would do it, but it never will. So that's gonna be my number 3, is just the gas mileage. Number 4, For number 4, I'm gonna have to go with water intrusion. And what I mean by that is going to be for the soft top here. I've been fighting a battle with water intrusion on this for a little while now, and I think I might have it finally figured out. Just had to use a few packs of the weather seal little packs that you can get on Amazon. I've used probably about 3 of them in this just to get the coverage I need for the spots that I've been getting water in. But that's a big issue for me because I don't like getting into my vehicle and having water all in the floorboard. Granted, I have the nice flooring system. From Armor Light. I got the Armor Light system in there, so that definitely makes it a little bit nicer. I just need to get the back half because I got the front floorboards, rear floorboards. I just need to get the back. Just haven't bought that yet. But water intrusion is definitely a big issue on the older JKUs. Even some of the newer JL models, I've heard of people having issues with those already. But that's definitely going to be my number 4 pet peeve thing that I really hate about having this Jeep. So with that, I'm going to end off with number 5. The last thing that I'll talk about that I hate about my Jeep is just going to be the cost of ownership. With all of that, it goes for gas mileage, cost of ownership, payment. It could be a little bit better, but it is what it is. Maintenance on it, oil changes, diff fluid, stuff like that. I feel like I go through some of this stuff a little bit more than most people because I actually off-road this thing. You see in some of my other videos, and when I'm able to start traveling a little bit more, you'll start seeing more and more of what I do. But those that know me know that I'm not overly nice to this thing. It is a very nice looking Jeep. Some people try to call me out thinking that I'm just some, pavement princess, like they try to call them, that it's a mall crawler. But this thing is built to boogie. I definitely put it through its paces a lot. So maintenance for it, I have to do it a little bit more often than some people. Tires, again, my decision to have 40-inch tires because I want the extra off-road capabilities and everything, but these things are not cheap. It was a good amount just for 4 of them. Going into somewhat with the maintenance, but having to replace those tie rod ends every so often adds to the cost of ownership. Insurance. Now, for insurance on it, I got mine down to the lowest I can without, really hurting myself if something were to happen. But, you can start adding on your accessories and upgrades and stuff to be covered if you are unfortunately in an accident, and it'll get covered, but that's going to make your insurance a lot higher. So those are my top 5 things that I hate about owning a Jeep, especially this Jeep. It's been giving me issues over the couple years that I've had it, but it made me also learn a lot while owning it. I've worked on older engines a lot, before, but some of the stuff that's been going on with this thing's forced me to dive into working on a newer engine. Not something I enjoy doing, but I do enjoy learning, so can't really be too mad about that part. So if you have a JKU, or plan on buying one, those are some of the small things, nothing crazy again, that you could look forward, towards owning a Jeep. And to say that I absolutely hate it, far from it. I'll be making another video about the 5 things I love about owning my Jeep. So hey, watch out for that video coming up. And I'll see y'all next time. Till then, Bad Influence out.